Hello. How many years have passed since the first tooth filling was done in the world? The history of dentistry will take us back to the Ice Age and help us understand how people dealt with dental health. 1,000 years? 2,000? No, a whopping 13,000 years. Visiting the dentist can be an anxiety-inducing situation for many of us today. However, when we look at history, you'll see that people during the Ice Age were somewhat luckier when it came to visiting the dentist. 13,000 years ago, a person living in Central Asia treated a tooth decay by filling it with a substance called bitumen, which is essentially natural tar. This marked the earliest known dental filling application, representing one of the intriguing moments in our medical history. Are you afraid of the dentist? You should be glad you didn't live during the Ice Age. A pair of upper front teeth, 13,000 years old, found in Italy holds the record for the oldest known use of dental filling. The filling was made from bitumen, a material derived from natural tar. Two upper middle pointed teeth belonging to an individual were discovered in the Riparò Fredian area near Lucca in northern Italy. Each tooth has a large hole extending into the pulp chamber beneath the tooth's surface. Stefano Benazzi, an archaeologist from the University of Bologna, says, "It's not something you find in normal teeth, it's an unusual condition." Benazzi and his team used various microscopic techniques to closely examine the holes, revealing a series of small, horizontal lines suggesting that the tooth walls had been drilled and enlarged with small stone tools. These marks resembled those found in teeth from 14,000 years ago in another location in Italy. As a result, the team uncovered some of the earliest known examples of dental work in humans. Tooth cavities filled with plant fibers, hairs, and bitumen. The newly discovered teeth bring forth some intriguing findings. The holes were filled with plant fibers and hairs, and the filling material contains traces of bitumen, which Benazzi believes is evidence of prehistoric fillings. While the purpose of the plant fibers and hairs is unknown, it's apparent that they were inserted into the cavities simultaneously with the drilling process. Therefore, it's thought that there are no remnants of consumed food inside the cavities. Benazzi states, a Paleolithic dentist would open the cavities to alleviate pain and keep food away from the excavated part by filling them with bitumen, much like modern dentists. People developed therapeutic dental practices that entered our dietary habits thousands of years before foods like grains and honey. Claudio Tunais, an archaeologist from the University of Wollongong in Australia, suggests that in addition to certain medicinal plants, antiseptic materials like beeswax might have been used in prehistoric dental work. According to Tunais, this indicates that therapeutic dentistry practices were developed even before the rise of systematic food production, such as grains and honey, which were thought to be responsible for a significant increase in dental problems like cavities. Benazzi mentions that during the Upper Paleolithic period, between 50,000 and 10,000 years ago, significant cultural changes occurred in Europe due to new arrivals around the same time as the individual owning these teeth lived. These newcomers brought new types of food that likely contributed to more cavities. He says, changes in diet and cavities may have led to the development of dentistry. Based solely on these two teeth, Benazzi can't say much more about the patient. The clearest observation based on the wear and tear is that the patient likely wasn't very young. See you in our next How Many Years Ago video.